Could one film restore my entire faith in the Malaysian film industry? I think so. Let's get into it. Hello there, Clapperheads, and welcome to a brand new edition of ClapperCorns. I'm Nick Dorian. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about the latest local film, Imaginur. Now, before we get into it, I really have to say, this is possibly the best Malaysian film I have seen in perhaps a very long time. Beautifully acted and smartly written, this is a film that I am so proud I can call a Malaysian film. Now, without giving too much away, Imaginur essentially follows a man who after an accident loses bits and pieces of his memory and decides to visit a hypnotherapist to try and regain whatever he has back in his head. But that is as much as I can explain. This honestly is a story that you need to watch for yourself because I have not seen a script written this well in such a long time. Akin to films like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind and Vanilla Sky, this is a story that keeps you on your toes, keeps you questioning, keeps you wondering the entire way through. Honestly, I don't think a local film has made me think this much even way after I've left the cinema hall. Essentially, it just keeps you questioning what's real and what's not. And I realize the more that I'm talking about it, the more I'm trying so hard not to give anything away. And that, like I said before, is a rare thing for a Malaysian film. Director Nik Amir Mustafa, who also co-wrote the film with Reza Minhart, has achieved something that I have never seen before in a mainstream local film, which, like I said before, is to keep you thinking all the way through. This is a cautionary tale about the fragility of mental health. And honestly, there are films that are far and few between that talk about issues like this, and I'm so happy that this is being brought to the forefront of our local industry. As I was sitting in that cinema hall, I was thoroughly impressed that they were willing to take this risk and make a film that they wanted to make, instead of making a film for Malaysian audiences. Now, don't get me wrong, this is definitely for Malaysian audiences, and I feel that everyone should go and watch this film while they can. But what I'm talking about is that they were willing to make a film that they wanted to make, tell a story that they wanted to tell. And it resonates so much with possibly a lot of people in this country, if not around the world. Now, I could go on and on about the story of this film because I am so impressed with the writing. But I also have to mention the entire cast in general. You've got fantastic performances from Ruzana Ibrahim, Fatima Abu Bakar, Dato Aflin Shauki, and of course its two main leads, Diana Danielle and Beto Koshari, which, to be honest, that man carried the entire film on his back. As much as I love Diana's performance, there is just something so vulnerable about Beto that I rarely see from a Malaysian male actor, at least. I feel like in a lot of local films, there's this stereotype, especially for the male lead, that he needs to be strong and a very masculine sort of man. But what Beto brings to the table, along with Nik Amir and Reza's writing, is this vulnerable man that I have rarely seen before. And to be honest, I love it because it's steering away from that toxic masculinity story that we always see in our films. And Diana Danielle also is the perfect lead alongside Beto's vulnerable man. She brings sort of that strength to that story to guide Beto through this entire journey. As much as I said Beto carries the film on his back, you need a good female lead to carry it with him, and Diana Danielle was the perfect lead for Beto. Both of them, their performances and connection are so enticing to watch. Honestly, I could go on and on and on about this film because I'm so impressed by this, and I'm so proud to call this a Malaysian film, as I've said earlier. My only hope is that this gets brought to a global stage because I'm willing to tell everyone on this earth that I know to watch Imaginur. It is just that good. No matter what race you are, what background you come from, I feel this is a film that every single person can relate to. And like I said, everyone all over the globe should be watching this. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that hopefully it'll come on streaming or a rental service or whatever, because this is something that the whole world should watch and know what we are capable of in our local film industry. I was worried this was going to have a short runtime in the cinemas because it doesn't really follow that mainstream Malaysian filmmaking formula, but thankfully it's been extended. I'm not sure for how long, so make sure you go and see this as soon as possible because I guarantee you would not want to miss this. And as always, make sure you check out all our social media. It's all on the screen at the moment: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Make sure you go and follow our social media for more updates. And I also co-host a bi-monthly podcast with Karl M. Baha and Emilia Chen called Geeks in Malaysia. We talk about everything and anything to do with pop culture: comics, video games, movies, TV shows, everything and anything. We also have videos as well, so make sure you go and check out our YouTube channel and subscribe to it for more updates. And not forgetting, I also write a few articles for the media outlet Goggler. They write some fantastic reviews and articles about film and TV, as well as interview Hollywood's top celebrities, so make sure you follow their social media and YouTube for more updates. Thank you so much again for watching. I am Nick Dorian, and as always, keep watching the movies.